we go. Sorry, guys. My microphone just busted, I think, but we'll get through it. It's okay. We're live. Welcome, everybody, as always, to Trivia Vice. I'm sitting here with, as always, Dan. What's going on tonight, Dan?
Well, not too much. I hope it says my internet connection's a little low, and I'm not sure why. It's the whole reason I'm down here and not in my office is because of internet connection. But that's okay. We got cartoons tonight, guys. So we go anywhere from the 60s. Well, really, we have a couple even before that, but we really go from the 60s.
I was say probably some even before that. Pretty much anything from Mickey Mouse to Peter Griffin, I would say. Yep. Pretty much, and everything in between. It's gonna slap. It's gonna be a good one.
It's gonna slap hard. So we got, for those who are uninitiated, we have 5 rounds, 5 questions per round, and speed does count, guys. All you gotta do is type in 1, 2, 3, or 4 if you are live to answer the questions. So easy peasy. And like I said, speed does count. People in the top 3 per round will get a point. Per people with the most points at the end will win. And we did the mid-round bonus this time and not the end. So the bonus will be at the middle. Super secret bonus time.
I like it.
Let's get going. Let's do this.
All right, let's do it. Let me get her pulled up here. Start that. Bam. And remove that. Share.
Nailed it.
There it is. Look at that background. Just nice, easy, pleasing to the eye, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold on. We're showing there we go.
Much better.
I think that should fix that. Let me make sure here. There's a lag on my phone. There we go. Okay, we're good.
Question number 1. Which school do the kids on Hey Arnold go to? So PS 119, PS 118, PS 117, or PS 116. So if you know the show and you remember, you know how I remember from one episode where Principal Warts ends up quitting.
Yep.
And he sings the alma mater song. I don't know what you want to call it for an elementary school. It's kind of weird.
See, I remember the one where they have the snow day and the guy on the radio was talking about all the schools that close.
Yeah.
And Arnold keeps saying PS 118.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yes, the kids on Hey Arnold go to PS 118, which, let's see, it was kind of split between 118 and 119.
So here's to hoping that the problem fixed itself in the software. We didn't do anything, but because I don't really know I don't really know how to fix it, but I don't know why it's doing this.
I don't know if it's the software, if it's the internet connection. I don't know. For some reason, the last 2 or 3 nights, it is not showing the answers. But it is PS 118, so it was number 2.
All right, question number 2. Who is the creator of Family Guy? Vince Gilligan, Seth MacFarlane, Matt Groening, or Jim Henson?
Got to go with a layup here.
Kyle's doing the easy peasy.
Ooh, maybe it's not a layup. Okay, we've got a couple of people so it was split between 2 and 3. So Seth MacFarlane and Matt Groening, probably the 2. I think I spelled his name right. Actually, I think I spelled both of them right, but I could be wrong. I didn't spell check it. But so Seth MacFarlane is the creator of Family Guy. Matt Groening is the Simpsons.
Yes. And Seth MacFarlane actually originally started Family Guy to impress a girl. That's the only reason he started it. He didn't think it'd go anywhere. He wanted to impress a girl at a bar.
It almost didn't either.
It's been canceled so many times and brought back because of fans. It's kind of crazy. I personally do love Family Guy. For a long time, I was a huge Family Guy fan. All right, question number 3. In Jimmy Neutron, what was Carl's favorite animal? Is it a llama, a dog, a cow, or a cat?
I don't know how. I always seem to forget about Jimmy Neutron. I used to love that show as a kid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jimmy Neutron was a great show, but it was definitely, it's not like, I think it's because for us it was in that we were, it wasn't like on probably as long. It wasn't everywhere like places like Rugrats or like, because it wasn't in the 90s. It was very early 2000s when it came out.
Mm-hmm. I always forget about that show.
Mm-hmm.
I remember seeing the movie in theaters.
Yeah. Stephanie says she's just pictures Mrs. Fowl saying Carl. Carl. I never realized until I was older that Mrs. Fowl was meant to be like a bird. Like I knew she did the bird thing, but I never got the pun, Mrs. Fowl.
Cedar says if you have a Darkwing Duck question, I'll
I
crap
almost
myself.
going in.
I'll give you a story about that after this round.
All right, question number 4. Which Disney princess is the youngest? Is it Snow White, Cinderella, Belle, or Ariel? Are you talking in terms of like age or like when they were made?
Age.
Okay.
Like how old are they in the movie?
I don't know this one.
It's I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit creepy when you think about it.
Well, I know Ariel, I believe, is like 15.
Mm-hmm.
Because Steph and I laugh because it's like when you see the movie and Steph, we watch it with Bailey now. It's like, Daddy, I love him. And as a kid, you're like, oh, yeah, you go, Ariel. And then you hear it now. It's like, Ariel, shut the fuck up. You don't know what love is.
See, I would have thought Ariel. However, it is Snow White. So Walt Disney confirmed Snow White was 14.
Wow, that is super creepy.
Kind of
Living
creepy.
with a bunch of old men.
That and then the whole Prince thing and all that. Like I always kind
Yeah.
of pictured Belle's got to be like 21 because that's what the Beast is, and Cinderella I just kind of assumed was a little bit older, but yeah, 14.
Question number 5. What is the name of Mulan's horse? Shan Yu, Crumb, Khan, or Han? I honestly don't know. Does it say in the movie?
Mm-hmm. She says it once.
One time.
Right at the end, she says, "Let's go home." Right, and she says his name right before it.
Huh. I feel like a lot of people.
I did check it just to make sure I was right.
A lot of people going with Khan or Shan Yu, and I honestly have no clue.
It is Khan. So Shan Yu was the villain in Mulan. Crumb. I threw Crumb in there because it kind of sounded like Khan and a nod to Harry Potter fans for Victor Crumb. Khan is the right name, and then Han, of course, Han Solo. It sounds like Khan, but that was just more just because I like Han.
I didn't know the horse had a name. That's what Stephanie said. I thought it was just honestly a horse. I didn't. Interesting. Okay.
All right. So Cedar Sense wanted a Darkwing Duck question. So we did almost put Darkwing Duck in here. And when I was little, dude, Darkwing Duck slapped. I used to watch Darkwing Duck so much. I wanted to be him.
Oh yeah, Kyle.
When we would like wrestle and everything, and I would tell everybody I was Darkwing Duck.
Yeah, Kyle's the only kid in the universe that ever claimed that. Most kids would be like, "I'm Batman" or "I'm Superman." I was like, "I'm
Darkwing Duck and Gargoyles, man."
Yeah, Gargoyles was a creepy show, but it was a good show.
Mm-hmm.
It always fascinated me. All right, so we got Curtis, Cedar Sense, and Stephanie all on the board with 1. Got a lot of people with 4. Just came down to time. All right, moving on to round 2.
So I think I made the first 2 rounds, and then you made the last 3, right?
Yes,
and
right? I made the bonus. Brian says DuckTales was great. DuckTales was awesome.
I
only
love
made
DuckTales.
better by the epic intro. DuckTales.
Oh yeah.
Woo.
I used to love the DuckTales movie.
It's on Disney Plus because we started watching the show. I tried getting Bailey to watch it, but she was still like a potato at the time. So
that's what we tried watching it last year during quarantine, and at that time Lila was like,
"I'm gonna try it again."
A year and a half, and she just didn't have a lot of interest. But I'm gonna give it another try. All right, number 1. What is the name of the bulldog in Tom and Jerry cartoons? Spot, Spike, Butch, or Bruiser?
So we have Cedar Sunset Animaniacs. I actually put one in, and I took it out because it was a very hard like it was really specific, and I was like, I watched Animaniacs as a kid, and I don't really think I appreciated it. It was always on. So I watched it a lot, but it was also on Fox right after Batman the Animated Series.
I used to like the video game.
After my mind got blown from such an amazing show, I kind of tuned out with Animaniacs. But I was gonna put one on in there, and I didn't. I will next time we do it. Next time we do a cartoon one, I'll put
90s cartoons were the best. So do you know the answer to this question?
Is it Butch?
It is Spike.
Spike. Damn it. I always just imagine Butch. I remember the dog, but I don't know.
All right, number 2. What kind of beer is usually served at Moe's Tavern? Pawtucket Patriot, Duff, Binge, or Bad Frog?
Out of curiosity, what is Bad Frog from?
So honestly, I could really only think of 1 and 2 were the only famous cartoon beers. So I went on to Google and typed in famous cartoon beers, and Bad Frog was number 3.
What is bad? What is it from?
I have no idea. I just thought
Oh,
it sounded kind of cool, so I
must
was like,
be
okay,
other.
let me throw that in there.
Must be no one else knows either because no one's answered that.
Yep,
Actually,
as you
everyone
say,
got enough.
Yep, as you say, I think pretty much everybody knew that. I'm not a big Simpsons guy, but obviously everybody knows Duff Beer.
Yeah, I've watched. Like I said a couple years ago when Disney Plus first came out, I binged like the first 7 seasons, and I enjoyed it. But it's Simpsons is not. It's more of like I'll chuckle and laugh, but it's not like you get 2 or 3 belly laughs like on Family Guy. Family Guy is definitely much more raunchy.
Oh yeah. All right, number 3. What was the first original Disney song to have won an Academy Award for Best Original Song? When You Wish Upon a Star, Beauty and the Beast, A Whole New World, or A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes? This is going to be interesting.
Interesting indeed.
Looks like every answer got one. So part of this, you have to know chronologically when each movie came out. So 1 is from Pinocchio, obviously 2 we know, 3 is Aladdin, and 4 is Cinderella. So the first of the 4 to come out was Pinocchio, and then it would have been Cinderella, then Beauty and the Beast, then Aladdin. So When You Wish Upon a Star actually was the first one to win.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I didn't either. That was
Pinocchio,
actually when I got online. I looked that up.
People don't talk about canceling Pinocchio, which is weird because that has little boys being shipped off as donkeys.
Yeah.
Unknown fates. That's
Tess had never seen it, so she was watching it one Saturday with Lila, and she's like, "Have you ever seen Pinocchio?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's interesting." All right, number 4. One of the most underrated Disney movies. In The Great Mouse Detective, where does Basil live? Bronson Street, Brink Street, Bank Street, or Baker Street? Dude, The Great Mouse Detective slaps. It is so underrated.
100%. Dude, we used to watch that a lot, and I feel like we were the only people that ever knew about it.
Tess had never even heard of it. I'm like, how
Yeah.
have you never seen The Great Mouse Detective?
Great Mouse Detective is a gem.
So Basil of Baker Street.
Yeah.
Kind of a take on Sherlock Holmes. It's kind of the whole premise of the movie. So if you like a good movie like that, then detective movie, it's fun.
It is. I haven't seen it in so long.
Says I don't know if I've ever watched it. Oh man, Ratigan, most underrated villain ever.
Yeah, Ratigan's is honestly at the end scared the hell out of me as a kid. He's a psycho.
Yeah, and the clock when they're on Big Ben. Yeah. Oh yeah,
for sure.
All right, number 5. Who is Porky Pig's girlfriend? Priscilla, Petunia, Penelope, or Peggy? And I gotta be honest with you, I don't remember the answer.
Porky Pig has a girlfriend? I didn't know that.
I didn't know it either. It kind of surprised me, and I gotta be honest with you. I'm second guessing myself. I thought I remembered I think it's Priscilla.
So when they do it, is it like they call it making bacon? Sorry, I couldn't help myself there, folks.
Oh, that's funny. I think it's Priscilla, but I can't remember. Cedar Sun says Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's funny.
All right. So we have we have an entire slew of new peeps. So we have Brian with 1, we got Kev with 1, and Joey with 1. So we have Stephanie, Cedar Sense, Curtis, Brian, Kev, and Joey all with 1 point, tied for first. Was this the super secret bonus round, or is that between 3 and 4?
Looks like that's between 3 and 4. So
perfect.
We're on round 3. Making bacon. That's pretty good.
It's actually that's from I believe Shakespeare was the first one to. No, it wasn't. Was it Shakespeare? Or maybe it was Chaucer. I don't remember. In college, we read about it, and I thought that was the funniest thing.
Oh yes, Chaucer. Yep. I know exactly who that is.
All right, name the mouse. Is it Rocco, Pinky, Gerald, or Brain? Kyle, do you know?
I do. I never liked the show, but I do
Me
know.
either. Maybe it's like you and I both never watched this, and it was a big show for a while.
Oh yeah, everybody used to watch it. So out of the four, we used to watch 1 and 3 a lot. Rocco's Modern Life, and then Gerald was on Hey Arnold. So that is Pinky from Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah, I'll
I
be honest. I hated the song, the intro. I
I
don't know
did
what it was.
too.
It just annoyed me, and I'm not sure why. I feel like if I watched it now, I'd probably enjoy it more now than I did as a kid. I don't know what it was about it. It just bugged me.
To me, it reminded me of like Dexter's Laboratory. Like I guess at least the intro. And
Even
I
Dexter's
never
Lab.
watched Dexter's Lab either.
I only would when I was desperate and nothing else was on. But
Yeah, back in the days of no streaming.
All right, question number 2.
what cartoon did the Tasmanian Devil debut on? Is it Roadrunner, Pepe Le Pew, Daffy Duck, or Bugs Bunny? So I'll give you a hint. It is a Warner Brothers cartoon. A Looney Tune.
Just which one?
Honestly, I feel like we never watched a lot of Looney Tunes.
Not a ton.
I mean, we used to watch them. I just feel like we
In the
kind of
90s, that's all Cartoon Network was, though. It was just recycled Looney Tunes. That's all.
But we kind of grew up in like the heyday of Nickelodeon too.
Yeah.
Like that was when all the best shows were on and everything. So I primarily watched Nickelodeon.
So Tasmanian Devil debuted on Bugs Bunny. I actually would have guessed Roadrunner. I don't know why. It just kind of seems like it makes sense to me, but it was a Bugs Bunny skit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was like a Nickelodeon degenerate, basically.
Yeah, I always liked Looney Tunes. I just we never watched them a lot. All right, question number 3. What time period does the Flintstones take place? The Stone Age, the Gilded Age, the Dark Age, or the Bronze Age?
When I think of the Flintstones, for some reason I never think of the animated one. I always think of the live action one with John Goodman.
Yeah, I do too. And I don't know. With Halle Berry's in that movie.
Yeah.
It's like an evil girl.
Yep. Oh,
I
yeah.
never realized that for a long time. Even after I knew who Halle Berry is, I never associated that.
Oh God, that movie was on like a couple years ago. I remember it was on TV late at night. Lila couldn't sleep, so I went downstairs with her and we just kind of sat there in the chair. And I'm like, oh man, I was like, I haven't seen this movie in I don't know, 15 years. Like I used to love this movie. So I'm sitting there watching it as she's finally falling asleep, and I'm just sitting there like, oh my God, this is a waste of an hour and a half of my life.
Yeah. So it was the Stone Age. Everyone got that right. That was a layup. All right. Question number 4. What animated show holds the record in terms of total episode and seasons made? The Simpsons, South Park, Family Guy, and Arthur.
Arthur
or Aardvark?
I want to say The Simpsons because I know that they've had 30 something seasons. They've been out since the late 80s, but God, South Park's been out a long time. And I guess it depends on how many seasons and episodes they do per year. South Park, that was big in the 90s.
Yeah, so it is The Simpsons. However, second place is Arthur.
Really?
Arthur came out in 1996 and has more episodes than South Park.
Is Arthur still going?
It is. It's going until 2022. Which I did not know. It's still going, and it's going to be ending next year.
Is Arthur like that bear?
No, he's the aardvark, Kyle. He's not a bear. I was corrected too.
Shit.
Yeah, okay. I always thought he was a bear too. All right, name this
yes.
cartoon villain. I guess you could say she is Vicky, Veronica, Velma, or Vanessa.
What is an aardvark?
I don't know. I know that I know we never watched Arthur that much. The only time I ever saw Arthur, I feel was in a weird, smelly doctor's office or something and be playing.
Yeah,
and I always was interested. I'd get into it, but
I always thought of Arthur the same as the Berenstein Bears.
I always liked the Berenstein Bears. The one I liked the most though was Franklin. Franklin slapped.
Oh yes.
So, this one is Vicky. So Buddy says, I never felt so passionate in my life. This trivia completes me. You know what completes me too? Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. So it is Vicky. She is the evil babysitter in the Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh, man.
And
I feel like I always forget about the Fairly Odd Parents, but I feel like you and I at work probably quote the Fairly Odd Parents like 4 times a day.
oh yeah, 100%.
Dinkelberg.
Dinkelberg. Right. We got another new 3 peeps. So we got Brooklyn with 1. We're gonna have Carrie with 1, and Dirk with 1. So we literally have a 9-way tie.
Oh, it's time for the
Super
bonus.
Secret bonus.
Pew, pew, pew. We need some cool sound effects.
This is where I'd win the. This is my trophy. This is where I place my first place trophy if I had one. Oh man. And Dinkelberg was like just this rich neighbor who was always just so nice. And Timmy's dad hated him just because he was successful.
Did I tell you that? I'll tell you here after this. All right. So, who is this? Squilliam Fancy Son, Squilliam Fancy Pants, Squidward Tortellini, or Squidward Tentacles? Okay, I thought it said Squidward Testicles. I'm not gonna lie.
So Squidward Tortellini is a reference to the one episode with the snail race where Patrick kept getting Squidward's last name wrong. Squidward tennis balls? Squidward Tortellini?
It's okay, Rocky. You go
Yes.
when you feel like it.
Exactly. So this one is Squilliam Fancy Son. I did get a few people with the Fancy Pants one, so that makes me happy. But Squilliam Fancy Son is Squidward's like lifelong arch rival who is just rich millionaire and has everything that Squidward does not.
So
He's
going
got
back
the
to
fancy unibrow.
oh yeah, making it famous before Anthony Davis.
Now, who got it first? Let's find out because this thing isn't going to tell us until it's going to be Curtis. Curtis is the SpongeBob expert, and that actually bumps Curtis to first place with 2 points going into round 4.
Round 4. So Fairly Odd Parents. We've been working on teeth brushing with Lila, and
Yeah.
yeah, she listens to the one song
Chip
where
Skylar.
well, she listens to the one song where the monsters brush. I don't remember who it's by. I don't know. It's Cocomelon or one of those. Then she has a Mickey Mouse one she listens to, but her new favorite one is Chip Skylark, My Shiny Teeth in Me.
Shiny teeth in
Oh, yeah.
me.
Tess found it on YouTube. She's like, this is under teeth brushing. I'm like, oh, that song
Love it.
slaps. So
Oh,
yeah,
100%.
Lila loves it.
Did you
All
want
right,
to go?
number 1. What cartoon was famously banned in Finland? SpongeBob, Fred Flintstone, Donald Duck, or Daffy Duck?
So, fun fact: it's because the character did not have pants on, and all these characters don't wear pants. That's why I put him in there.
They seriously banned it because he didn't have pants?
Yep, and every character on here does not wear pants, including Fred. Fred wears like a weird, like leopard toga.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Daffy and Donald do not, and SpongeBob has his pants off half the time. So, it is Daffy Duck.
Okay, so how do they ban Daffy but not
Or-
Donald then?
I'm sorry, Donald Duck. Excuse me, Donald Duck.
But how do you ban one and not the other?
I don't know. Donald's more famous than Daffy Duck, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not really sure. That's what the
These are dark
Internet's told me.
times, there's no denying. All right, number 2. What fictional company is shown in Looney Tunes that has products that famously always fail to work? Asus, Anvil, Acme, or Ace?
So part of me is like, I feel like nobody's gonna get this one. And now I'm looking and like everyone's getting it. So
It's
I wasn't
Acme,
sure.
isn't it?
But yeah, you got the famous Acme Dynamite kit. You got
Okay, that's what I thought.
the Acme Anvil, all the Acme stuff that it's mostly Wile E. Coyote tries using on Roadrunner and never works. But occasionally the other characters would use Acme kits as well. But But yeah, you know what's funny is what if Wile E. Coyote actually ended up catching Roadrunner? They should make an episode on that.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Who is this? Sinbad, Richie Rich, Race Bannon, Johnny Quest.
Going back to 1965, peeps.
Why does Race Bannon sound familiar?
All right, Kyle. Who is it? Do you know?
No, actually, instead of Richie Rich, it looks like it's Richie Relish.
Richie Relish.
Dan's got an L in there instead of an I.
Oh.
Or maybe it's a capital I. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I think it's capital.
Oh, man. I don't. I'm going to say Richie Rich.
So this is Johnny Quest from the show Johnny Quest. Race Bannon was like his, I believe, his like, I don't even call it assistant, but he was like an older guy. Kind of weird, but
I knew the Race Bannon name sounded familiar, but I could not think of where that was from. Oh, you know what we should have added on top of Darkwing Duck? Next cartoon one, we got to have Darkwing Duck. Got to have Captain Planet.
Oh, he's our hero. Takes pollution down to 0.
All right, number 4. What is the name of the Powerpuff Girls' main foe? Silver Dollar, Mojo Jojo, Harkness, or Brainiac? I don't think I've ever seen a full episode of Powerpuff Girls.
Wow. You know, must be I did that like
I couldn't
out of
do
shame.
it.
I would watch it. I'd watch it by myself as like a 9-year-old. I'd be like, "No, Kyle and Brad are gone. I can watch Powerpuff Girls."
That's right. He was a closet fan of the Powerpuff Girls.
Mojo Jojo.
Is that what it was?
It is. He's like the monkey guy with the brain on his head.
Yeah, I would not have gotten that.
Brian says, "Nice DC reference." Yeah, I thought Brainiac would make a pretty cool. He kind of sounds like a Powerpuff Girls villain, but we were actually just talking about that the other day, Kyle, weren't we? Because we were going to do a Superman one about villains, and I said definitely got to include Brainiac.
Wow, look at that! Literally, everybody got that, and I would not have.
You did not know that. This is a tough one.
All right, the TV show Angry Beavers depicts 2 beaver brothers named Daggett and I know this: Winthrop, Norbert, Helpert, or Drummond.
No way! Do you really remember this?
Yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait till the end. I'm going to wait till the end. All right, I'm just going to say it now. It's Norbert.
Kyle's going with Norbert.
Daggett and Norbert.
I was pretty happy with all of these all these names because I just thought all these names as a first name are just like
Angry Beavers. Man, I haven't thought about that show.
But I used to never like really like it, but I'd watch it every time it was on.
It was the age of no streaming, so it was basically you just watched whatever was on TV.
Yeah. Mitch, it was a show that probably from like 1996 to like 1999. It wasn't very long.
Yeah.
Hey, all of a sudden the software is kicking on. I don't know what the hell happened.
There we go. Look at that. It's it was kind of like Cat Dog. Like that was another one that was.
I always liked Cat Dog.
I like Cat Dog. It was never like super popular. Didn't last super long, but it was a good show.
Yeah. All right, so we got Bobby on the board. We got Dirk now with 2 points, so he's tied with Curtis and Brian with 2 points. So Brian, Curtis, and Dirk going into the final round are all tied for first place. You know, looking back now, like that's such a weird name, Angry Beavers. Were they ever actually angry? I don't
even remember a lot of like the point of the show.
I remember the Halloween episode. I don't know why about the brains. I don't know why, but it always freaked me with a finger that like would chase them. Do you remember that? It was like in black and white.
Yep.
That always freaked me out.
Well, that and then the other show I never could really get much into was Our Real Monsters.
No, yeah. I think we were too young for that.
Yeah.
All right, sorry. Question 1 in round 5. Genie and Aladdin cannot grant three types of wishes. 1, he can't kill people. 2, he can't make someone love you. And 3, can't make you rich, can't make you live forever, can't make you become sultan, and cannot bring somebody back from the dead. So what is the third wish that Genie cannot grant?
Looks like everybody's going with 4, and that is the right one. So,
I kind of thought, and the funny thing was when I was making the answers, I'm like, wow. I kind of figured can't make you live forever would be a one. Like, it's kind of a, I don't know.
a cheaty loophole. But
Technically, he did make Jafar live forever as a genie.
you're right, he did.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
I think he lives forever. I mean, the other one was in the Cave of Wonders for 10,000 years. So
That's true. So was it like some like Neanderthal that originally made him? I mean,
I don't
just
know.
saying. Anyway, question number 2. In Monsters Inc., who is the child Sully ends up finding? Spook, Mary, Lily, or Boo? I love Monsters Inc.
I do too. We've watched it a lot lately. Lila wants to be best friends with Boo, so
Who wouldn't want to be?
pretty sure she thinks she is. Like I'm pretty sure she thinks Boo can hear her as she's like talking to her through the TV.
Stephanie says, "Isn't Mary her real name?" If it really is, and I picked that out of all fucking names, then that is a quinky dink and a half.
Is it really?
I don't know. I'd feel really. I'm glad no one answered that because I would have felt really bad. It wouldn't have counted it. But so I guess is the software going back to not letting us know? Why did it that one time? Brooklyn says she's based off the director's daughter. Her real name is Mary. No shit. Oh my god, that's funny.
Holy smokes!
All right, well, that was a coincidence. Question number 3. What is the teacher's name in the Magic School Bus? Miss Frizzle, Miss Frazzle, Mrs. Frizzle, or Mrs. Frazzle?
Oh. I got to be honest with you. I wouldn't know. I know the Magic School Bus, but we never watched it really.
No. It was PBS. We didn't watch like Magic School Bus or Arthur or any. We didn't really watch PBS ever.
We weren't into that hoity-toity PBS.
We weren't
stuff.
the Pinky.
We were into the down and dirty, Pinky in the Brain, and Jimmy Neutron.
We weren't your pinky out citizens as children.
Right.
So Buddy says that show gives me the creeps. I don't have an opinion because I've only seen one episode, and it was in like 3rd grade. We saw it.
So what is the answer?
The teacher was hungover. It's Miss Frizzle. So I think almost everyone got that right. So it is Miss Frizzle. Question number 4. Name the final Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, and Rasmus, Raphael, Randall, or Copernicus.
You know, I never knew like the words to the opening song until I was probably like 21.
Really?
I didn't know he was saying turtles in the half shell.
What'd you think they said?
I didn't know. Like he says it so fast and everything. Like I never caught on. But you know me, if I get a song stuck in my head, I got to know all the lyrics to it.
Gotta know.
Yep. So I started looking up. I'm like, no shit. It's literally that simple. Okay.
You were expecting some like.
And I never shared it with anybody until all of you guys because I was like, okay, that's really embarrassing.
Trivia real talk.
That's right. That's right.
Kyle thought it was like some mind-boggling lyric, and then he saw a turtle in a half shell.
I thought it was.
All right, final question of the night. What is the monkey's name in Dora the Explorer? Sneaker, Paws, Botas, or Boots?
Brian says he knows all the lyrics to Beauty and the Beast. Absolutely, I do.
Yeah, I know the entire like movie.
I can pretty much even like the opening song where she's walking through town.
That's the one I've heard the most because Stephanie loves that song.
Oh, Lila loves it because like I'll do all the talking of the villagers and stuff while she's watching it too. She thinks it's hilarious.
So it is Boots. I think everyone got it right. I guess technically, if you listen to Dora the Explorer in Spanish, I guess the name would be Botas because that's boots in Spanish. But I was kind of hoping someone would go with Sneaker. I thought that was a cool name.
Apparently not. So this is going to come down to the wire. Do we end up having a 4-way tie or more? I guess.
Do we have another bonus?
No, this is it. Normally I do, but
so it looks like Mitch got on the board. Brooklyn ends up tying, and Buddy gets on the board. So we have a 4-way tie with Dirk, Curtis, Brian, and Brooklyn.
All right, I'll try to come up with
I
a.
was like, all right, I gotta end this. We need.
Yeah, let me think. Let me think.
Okay, I'll give you a moment to think. So next Monday, guys, will be obviously same time, same place. Let us know what you would like to see. Type it in. Let us know. I don't know. We're thinking about doing a regular one. Mitch says the answer is Dinosaur Anatomy.
All right, I got it. Here's the bonus.
Okay, hang on. Hold on. We got to make sure everyone's ready. So, how are you going to do this one? You type it. They're just typing it in.
Yep. All right.
Okay.
So, in honor of our pre-recorded one that Joey finished up for us, that's going to get released later this week. Joey did a Toy Story trivia, so we're going to do a Toy Story question.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
So you have to. Is it first person out of? I mean, really, first person between Dirk, Curtis, Brian, and Brooklyn. But anyone is welcome to answer.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. So, what color is the bottom of Buzz's shoes? If you think back to the first one, actually, I don't know. He might do it in multiple ones, but he lifts up his shoe to show where Andy signed his shoe. What color is it?
I'm going to guess. It's red, right? No?
Nope. All right. So whose answers are we looking for in the
So
comments?
we got Brooklyn says white. She's the first to guess.
Nope.
No. Buddy says purple.
Is Buddy up for it? Whoever says
No.
purple first out of the ones that it is purple.
Brooklyn is first with purple. Right. I mean, Curtis technically. Oh no, sorry, Curtis. Curtis was just before. Sorry, it was Curtis and Brooklyn was literally like a half second according to the whatever you want to call it, the comment thing Kyle and I have up here. So Curtis and I'm going to give it to both of them because I'm going to do a tie. I don't like, I'm not that kind of person that likes doing, everyone gets a participation trophy, but I'm going to do it for this one. I'm going to give Curtis and Brooklyn tied for first place. So congratulations, Curtis and Brooklyn, guys. We will be back on Monday. I think we're going to do general trivia on Monday.
Yeah, we can do that.
Brian said we should do Spider-Man or Batman villains. Well, Spider-Man's going to be coming in December.
I should say we are going to do Spider-Man very soon because
Home.
of the new movie coming, and then
the
Batman we'll be doing a lot of that too.
Oh yeah, it's a good time to be trivia peeps. All right, guys, thank you so much for playing. We'll see you next Monday, same time.